Hello and welcome to the Sensible Sociopath. This is episode 107.
Woohoo!
I know that I am not the normal introductory person to do this, but currently we have half a face and a nose available to us, and we're just going to get rolling. I have absolutely no idea what exactly we're doing today, but it is going to be a fun show regardless. Today we have me, and we're going to also introduce the lovely primetime Romerica Rifkin.
Hi, guys.
Over in our producer's bay. How are you doing today, Roma?
I'm doing pretty good, actually.
Fantabulous. That is a wonderful thing to hear. We are having some slight technical difficulties. As I imagine you can gather, all kinds of noise, all kinds of fun. Regardless, we're still going to have a good time. So, we have several people over here in our chat group. Who we got going over there, Roma?
Right now we've got Sarah, Kat, and Hector, and Steve S.
Hector! I can never not do that. I can never not do that. Hi, honeys. And, of course, Steve S., as well as Kat. How are we doing up in Canada? I imagine we're good.
Last time I heard, it was really fucking hot.
It's hot up there, too?
Yeah.
Is it one of the, 2 weeks of summer up in Canada? Is that what's going on right now, Kat? I mean, I don't have really much else to go on other than the fact that, Canada's only got 2 weeks of summer. Is that about right?
You know where she lives? She lives in Alberta, which is where, what's that show that we watch?
We watch Heartland.
That's in Alberta, yep.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, that's about horses. Most of the time.
There's always a horse in distress, every episode.
There is always a horse in distress up in Heartland, at least once a week.
Yeah.
If you're going by the weekly promotions of the show.
Yeah.
So, I believe you had mentioned something about having some really good news. Is that correct?
Well, I had been accepted into that program, but I guess it was initially a pre-acceptance. I was accepted enough to go through the process of, background checks and physicals and all kinds of junk that all these hoops they make you jump through. And I actually got the final okay yesterday.
Hooray!
Yay!
Yay! That is wonderful.
Thank you. I'm very excited about it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And with that, I see that we've got to celebrate with a little larceny.
Yep. So I went and picked that up today. The larceny is kind of akin to Maker's Mark in that it's a wheat bourbon, primarily wheat as opposed to rye.
Oh, a wheat bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
Wunderbar.
And it doesn't have an age on it. Are you not on?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Sensible Sociopath. Thanks for covering, guys.
No problem pinch hitting there, Steve.
Yeah.
We also have Steve.
You will have to add Dan to the video when we do videos. So you'll have to add him.
Got it. Okay.
So, but please, go ahead and pour your delicious larceny.
Yes, Steve, I would just like to let you know that larceny in a bottle is the best kind of larceny. And we're going to give it a shot right now.
Is the cheaper version petty larceny and then there's grand larceny?
I think that's how that works, yeah.
I believe that'd be the legal terminology for it.
Well, you know what, Steve? We're going to give it a try. I'm being a terrible person and spilling this all over the place.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So they were saying that there's no age statement on there, but it's blended from... Thank you. I like the color of it. It looks very rich, very caramely. But it's blended from 6 to 12-year-old barrels.
Smells like alcohol.
Which they said essentially makes it a 6-year-old like Maker's Mark.
Very nice. I can say that that definitely...
I smell a hint of vanilla.
Vanilla, you say?
I believe.
You got a strong sniffer over there, Steve?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, strong sniffer
on
Steve.
Spill it all over the table, Dan. It's like I can taste it. Actually, I kind of like that. I'm glad you did that.
Oh.
Because now I get to participate.
Yeah, see. Well, if you had a particular cup, I'm sure that we'd be able to pour you something.
like this one. Oh, snap, Dan. That's just a great segue. If you'd like a Sensible Sociopath mug, it's we call it the which one do I call this? I think I call it Delta Cat.
Delta Cat.
That's nice. It's got a small bite to it. I do taste the vanilla, but you
Charlie
call it
Cat.
Which one?
This is the Charlie Cat mug.
Charlie Cat.
You see, what I'm trying to do is design like the Alpha line, the Bravo line, and then this would be the Charlie Cat line.
Oh, Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie.
You know, the NATO phonetic alphabet.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Just as soon as we get to Zulu, it's all going to go to shit.
Zulu.
So this guy here was saying that while he gets immediate caramel sweetness with some vanilla, he starts to find hints of peach and citrus in addition to cinnamon and pepper that reminds him of spiced peach tea.
Interesting.
Yeah,
There's also some underlying bread and milk chocolate, not the usual bitter raw cocoa powder that I find very interesting to taste. It is interesting because I watch a lot of reviews on bourbons and whiskeys, and I think, well, in general, there's distinct flavor profiles, but then a lot of people, because of the way that their taste buds or whatever, they pick up different notes from different things.
Absolutely. At one point, I went to a restaurant and they had, I believe they were orchids, and they were sugar coated.
Sugar coated orchids, you say?
Yeah, orchids or irises or some sort of flower.
Interesting.
And so I ate it because I believe that. So me and Gordon Ramsay believe that you should be able to eat everything on a plate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I ate it and I said, are these dunked in orange juice and then coated in sugar? And she said I was the first person that's ever pointed that out.
Nice. Good job.
You know, which was interesting because I didn't think it was that miraculous of a
guess.
Yeah, of a finding, but she acted like, whoa, like, how'd you find out the secret?
I put it in my mouth.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm like, I didn't think this flower tasted like an orange juice or the juice of an orange.
Fantastic. Well, Steve, I do have to say congratulations on 107 episodes. Fantastic.
Almost.
Always happy to be on when I can.
Yeah, no. Dan, let's start over, guys. You guys did an excellent job, but I do want to get out my little intro bit.
By all means.
Okay. So welcome, everyone, to episode 107 of the Sensible Sociopath podcast, where all the massages have happy endings.
That's a good one.
Well said.
I kind of like that one.
The cobs are corny and the toads are horny, and all massages have happy endings.
Exactly. Please chat with us during the show. You guys are doing a great job. It's great to see everybody in the chat. We have Superfan Dan, obviously, holding down the fort while I'm trying to fix our little technical difficulties, which I certainly appreciate.
Absolutely.
It is a little hard to get thrust into it, isn't it? You're like, all right, where do we go from here? Let's,
I just kind of had to jump right into it, and I figured, by all means, cover what I can while I can, because I have no idea what's going on. It's just good times to be here.
Absolutely. And once we get things rolling, we'll be smooth sailing.
Awesome.
Let's hope.
Well, that's all you can do is hope.
We have our lovely producer from, you know her from the Sensible Sociopath podcast, Primetime Romerica Rifkin.
Hi, guys.
Yay!
Please smash the like button, shoot that share-o at everyone around you, and sub as hard as you can to this show.
And all your friends and family.
Yes. And sub to them as well. Let them dom you.
Oh.
It's a sex thing.
Sure.
Okay, are you guys ready for the for my hormone update?
No, but go for it.
Okay. So last week I regaled you all with a story of how I'm a menopausal woman now, right?
I was actually curious as to how the menopause and the hot flashes were rolling for you there, boss. There we go.
Totally forgot my glasses.
There we go.
All right, now we're in a show.
That's funny because I was trying to tell you that initially, and
then you should have just said.
And then you were I did. I was like,
I was like, who's the Monopoly guy?
And then you ran over here, and I had to start your show for you.
Yes.
Jeez.
So my hormones have been out of whack, girlfriend.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So I started a new medication so that I don't, because my testosterone level went through the roof to like 1,300, which made my estrogen level go high. So really all my hormones are all fucked up. So they put me on a medication that kills your estrogen level, hoping that it would bring, because they were thinking it was reflexive, like.
So you can still be a person?
One goes up, the other goes up kind of thing, yeah.
Okay.
And so I'm reading about the medication, and basically they give it to cancer patients that have breast cancer. Tit cancer.
Tit cancer, you say?
Yeah.
You were mentioning breast, and at this day and age, I have no idea what that means.
Yeah.
Would you rather your child had feminism or cancer?
Turns out cancer.
Okay. Well, yes.
Neither, please. I'm picking up a hint of cherry in this Cherry Coke Zero.
No way.
Yeah. So I started taking the medication, and actually, on a serious note, it kept me up for like 36 hours. And because what it said was take it at night, or it said you can take it at night if you have hot flashes because of it. So I just decided I would take it at night because I didn't want to have hot flashes.
Right. You're a little too young for hot flashes right now.
Exactly.
At least you're young and womanly age.
In my prime. I'm in my prime.
Not quite yet a cougar, but
exactly, yeah.
Definitely a MILF.
I'm on the prowl. So I went to bed, but unfortunately I didn't get to sleep because I am an insomniac as it is, much like Dave Attell in the early 2000s, late 90s.
Ugh. Insomnia is a pain in the ass.
Yes. And so I guess I was just having these like really dark thoughts and really like
darker than normal, Steve?
Yeah. And I tend to
just pitch black.
How's it feel to be hormonal?
Yeah, it wasn't great. I wasn't a big fan. It made me depressed for a while.
Did you get yourself a husband and a body pillow?
No, that would have been nice though.
Yeah.
Dan, you open?
Well, yeah, well,
I imagine you're a snuggler.
I'm not the person to ask that.
I call Little Spoon.
Okay.
See, I like being the big spoon. That's my favorite.
Well, Roma, you're overbearing.
Your bearings, they're just over.
Yes. Over here, over there. So I ended up taking and I only take it every other or twice a week. And so now I took my second dose, and so far haven't killed myself but I did have a dream about, and I shot 6 people.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Only 6?
But I was protecting a baby.
Okay.
That may or may not have been mine.
Okay.
And
as long as you weren't going down the lane or across the street and you shot other people.
They were coming at me. They wanted that baby bad.
Coming right for us.
Yeah. Interestingly enough, I breastfed the baby out of my belly button. I had a, do
you have an Audi? I mean,
no,
I can't say I've ever looked.
I was just getting to that. You know how a flower has, what are those things called? A stema? Stema.
Yeah, he's too fat for an Audi, but continue.
Thanks, Roma. Just because I said you're overbearing. Don't have to hurt the people around you, Roma.
We always hurt the ones we love.
Yeah. So my belly button had a sort of triangular white stema. And it was almost like a little lizard tongue.
Over 5 inches? Were you above average?
No, just like maybe 3/8 of an inch.
Okay.
But that's what the baby was suckling upon.
Oh, all right.
And I thought to myself, that probably tastes weird.
I mean,
belly button breast milk?
It's a standard thought.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that men can breastfeed? They can create milk.
It's
It's very, very rare, but it can happen.
Rama, you're making me do things.
There are men who have lactated as to whether or not it's viable nutritional
That's
milk.
what I was just going to say. I'm not sure about that.
It's probably like drinking vodka. You know, you're getting something out of it, but there's absolutely no real flavor to it
no
whatsoever.
substance.
Yeah, it's like light beer. You think that you're going to get fucked up, but at the same time, you know you're just drinking piss water that's got some alcohol in it. And
That's
they
what you
put it
think
in
when
a
you drink
can.
men's breast milk? I mean,
I'm not going to admit whether or not I drink men's breast milk. on the
Oh
air,
God,
Steve.
it makes me nauseous just thinking about it.
Oh, if you're thirsty.
Oh God.
Come on.
you
Steve
thirsty.
missed the button. What am I supposed to do?
Yes. Well, I'm trying to find the video Roma's forcing me to bring a boot. It's got something to do with breasts and men. Not that the other
Well,
two,
generally, we can't show that on the air, Steve.
not that those two should cross paths. No, I think there's enough confusion in this one that it's fine. There we go.
Oh, God.
Oh
Roma,
God.
fire it up for us.
Oh Jesus.
So,
I,
the one in the glasses is the wife, and the one in the not glasses is the husband. Go ahead, Roma.
I'm scared.
Yeah.
Oh, I put it up here.
Don't worry, that's a man.
The baby has been able to latch, but I've not been able to produce any milk. It's okay,
think?
because we're gonna supplement the feeding with formula so that my baby's still getting the nutrients that they need, but I'm still feeling hopeful. I appreciate you so much for all your work.
I appreciate you too, Dan.
also, baby.
I appreciate you too, Steve.
I'm gonna die without being our family.
Oh, I put it up here.
Yeah,
That
we can
poor
probably
Baby
sit,
baby.
has been able to latch.
we could probably just sit here all
But-
night.
I've not been able to produce any milk. It's okay, because we're gonna supplement the feeding with
I think it just repeated itself.
Yeah,
It's on a loop.
yeah. Well, that's because it's so good. You're like, this seems very reasonable.
I want to breastfeed you.
Yikes.
Yeah, get that guy in there. Hey, that baby. Put him.
He would have probably had more success.
Baby's like, I have had enough, thanks. Just, I had a big lunch.
Thought we were talking strained peas here. What the hell?
Oh.
Come on if you're thirsty. You are.
And there it is.
Are you thirsty? Huh? I want to breastfeed you
Oh God.
here on these big nips.
Love him.
It's still creepy as hell. But
I hate it so much.
It was the best thing that's ever happened on this show.
I think
was my favorite.
Steve Squared
Yes.
made it all the better.
Steve and
Because-
Roma wanted nothing to do with that video.
So
Because as soon
disgusting.
as you had Halverson on the show and you were playing that video, just the look on his face.
Yeah, he's not a
People-
big fan.
Go back and watch that episode again, because as soon as Steve presents that episode and that video, Halverson's look on his face is just
Yeah, neither of them were very happy. I got a good talking to after the episode too. They're like, we can't do that. This show, yeah, we can't do the show if this is gonna be
It
it.
was so
Audio clip.
disturbing.
Yeah, I'm like, you know what, guys, that's true, but let's just keep going. Here's an idea. We'll continue on. Just push our way through. Get to the other side.
I'm
Oh,
proud of you. I'm proud of you.
Roman, look what you made me do.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
Trust me, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry to everyone in the chat.
You
It's like the end of the Blair Witch Project. Roman's just looking into a camera, snot coming down.
the
I'm
point
sorry.
is,
Hector says that video made me cry harder than the Notebook.
Which made me lactate. So thank you, Hector. Yeah,
the baby was able to be fed.
yeah, exactly.
Well done.
From my tit tears,
Ugh.
And the belly button.
belly button tears. Dang, that would have been a better joke.
We're
Dan,
working on it. We're working on it.
you and I getting together.
Yeah.
Mind melding.
Doing stuff. Lubricant.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good time. Cucumber? Come on, guys.
Really?
lubricant. So do you guys know what's going on in the world? That there's like been some rioting and sort of things?
No.
I have not been paying attention.
Okay.
I did hear that there was I think Dubai had a lightning machine and thus caused like flooding in China due to it.
Okay, when you get these stories, you got to bring them to the show.
You're right, I really do. But that's about the most.
That's way more interesting than what I was going to bring up.
Well, I know Cuba's having some issues.
Yes, and I did have a video of like a SWAT team going into somebody's house and then like I guess beating the shit out of a dude because like his wife was videotaping it and then they ended up like arresting the guy and there was like blood smeared all over the place in his house. So basically there's a bunch of anti-Castro protesters and he was one of the protesters. I don't know if he was an organizer or not, but
Castro's still around?
No, but Castro's regime or whatever. Yeah. It's you know, it's just kind of carried on like it's the same party.
He's not even around and they're still like
I don't know if his brother did die? Did Castro's? Because his brother took over for him.
But I don't pay attention to Cuban politics.
Jimmy Casco or something. Jimmy Castro. Jimmy Casco.
But Fidel is dead, right?
Yes, yeah.
And so Jimmy Casco is dead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And yet they're still like
Jimmy Cat Scratch.
Cat Scratch fever. Got it. But they're still. This is why we don't want you to be a country anymore, Cuba.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you're the Cuba of Cubamerica.
Yeah.
Cubamerica.
Right?
Yeah,
aren't they part of the U.S. now?
Cuba or Puerto Rico?
Yes.
All right. They are a territory. They're
Cuba's a territory?
No.
Puerto Rico is.
Puerto Rico is.
So we occupy.
No, they're a
principality?
Sort of. So they don't vote in our elections, but everything else they basically, I think,
so we own
participate
them.
in.
Do they get Social Security?
Own them.
I don't think so.
I doubt it, because I wonder if they pay taxes.
Oh, I'm sure
That's
they
a
pay
good question.
taxes.
But then taxation without representation, unless they don't have tea in their harbor.
Good point.
That would be the difference there. You got to think about that.
As soon as they start throwing.
Sarah says dick rockets in space.
There's that. That is going on.
Oh, I saw this meme about it's like, oh, my wife ordered this mini rocket and it was one of those like magic massager things. You know, they're white and they had the knob on the end of it. And he's like, I didn't even know she was into space.
I sent you guys the best lamp. I sent you the best lamp.
Did you on Instagram?
Yes.
Was it today?
No, it was the other day.
I don't know if I saw that.
It's okay. It's a foreskinned penis lamp that is black.
I did not see that.
Do you have to pull it back to
Yeah, you pull down on the foreskin of the lamp and it turns on.
Wow.
And then you pull it again and it turns off.
Now, does any buildup occur underneath the shade?
Oh.
I'm not that informed. I try to be.
Okay. So,
check it out, Roma. It's
I'm
fucking
looking.
hilarious.
So I'm trying to so Paris is in riots. Roma, I have the first page.
Paris.
Okay.
After our website.
Paris, New England?
Paris, Texas.
Oh, Paris,
yes.
Texas. Okay, wonderful.
So French protesters confront police over strict new health rules on Bastille Day. So there has been some crazy riots. So you know about the what is it? The Yellow Jackets in France over the past like couple years, or actually like 2018, I think it started. In France, they increased the gas prices. They put a big tax on gas prices. So all of the workers that would have to drive into Paris, they're like, you're screwing us, you know, because we don't live in Paris. We're not rich. And the other thing is that within Paris, there's a ton of immigrants of Muslims, really.
Yeah.
and they have all those no-go zones and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So basically, they're like, oh, well, there's the rich people that live in Paris, and then there's the immigrants that live in Paris.
Mhm.
But we, the actual people who support this country and pay all the taxes and drive all the trucks, are getting screwed.
Right.
Oh, so it's like the U.S.
Sort of, I mean, yeah, in that the metropolitan area that has no idea what the rest of the country is doing is trying to run the show, for sure. Yes.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So this more recently, however, it's worse than I've seen it. I mean, like, I guess there was a ton of like there's just huge groups of rioters in it, but
Are they breaking windows with bricks?
oh, they're doing a lot. Yeah. So
Okay.
here's the headline, or here's the top line. A group of protesters unhappy with French President Emmanuel Macron's stringent new health rules to combat COVID-19 requires a health pass or passport to enter venues like movie theaters, restaurants, and shops.
Yikes.
That's rough.
That's some Nazi shit right there.
Yeah.
Did,
Because I was talking to somebody today and I said that things like passports and stuff like that the way that they would enforce that is through retail.
does France have an actual democracy, or is it communism?
It's not a
It's not
communist.
communism.
It's more very much more socialist than we are.
Okay.
But they do have
socialism is bad.
representation.
From what I know, socialism doesn't lead to good things.
No, it never does. I'm sure Hector
I mean,
will.
the 1940s kind of told us that.
1910s all the way up through today, really. But so they gave up a lot more though. They've already given up their guns. They've already given up. I mean, basically you get health care. Yeah, I know. And that's how you get things done. But the unfortunate thing is that basically they'll give you free healthcare, and then free healthcare, where basically they're just wasting half of the money they could
Tax
spend.
the crap out of you.
I was gonna say, aren't they just taxing the ever living fuck out of you
Yeah.
to be able to actually? So you're paying for your healthcare. It's super expensive, but they
forced.
Yeah.
call it taxation.
That's your civic duty, because everyone now is better and happier and healthier, that the doctors are getting paid shit. You can't get the appointments. You can't get things that free markets allow people to the economy to charge what something is worth, what it's valued as. LASIK surgery was crazy expensive a long time ago. Now that there's LASIK on every street corner, you're like,
a mattress firm.
Here's $88.
It's like a mattress firm.
Mattress firm
Basically.
on every corner.
Yeah, because if you couldn't get a mattress on every corner, they're valuable. They're much more valuable.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Steve,
Mhm.
and I'm probably gonna get shot after the podcast for this.
Okay.
But I think the mattress firms are run by the mob.
I do too.
They're
too.
Like the
on
Russian
almo-
mob?
No, Russian doesn't matter. Any kind of mob.
No, I've
They're-
actually had this conversation before.
They're
In fact,
run
there is a spot over by the mall that at one point had 5 mattress. I'm not exaggerating. There were 5 mattress firms within
across
the street from each
fucking
other.
Street.
within a 5-block radius.
So they're just like full of cocaine and
Something.
child sex
And
workers.
There's no one
They
in the
hide
store.
it in mattresses. Yes, exactly.
There's no one in the store. No one in the parking lot.
Nope, never.
I have seen a thing of immigrants coming over the border, not our border, but somewhere else, and they cut the mattress open, and some guy just like climbs out, and he's like, "Sorry."
Hello.
Yeah.
I'm
Hi,
here
guys.
in America now.
Yeah.
I've come to work.
Yeah, you got me.
Whoops. Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought this was France.
So
Hold on one second. Hector says, I hate walking around with my passport because I get paranoid that I'm going to get mugged and lose it.
geez, yeah. Have you been mugged, Hector? And if so, how many times?
Do you have to
'Cause I'm
sew
guessing
it to
several
your
times.
thigh now? Next
Yeah.
to your now newly circumcised penis? Is that what you have to do?
Yeah.
I only
He had to
know
wait till
that
he was
because-
18. How is that for health care?
Well,
Right?
yeah, at least he was an adult.
His parents put it in when he was born.
You know,
It took that long to go through all the bureaucracy.
That's right.
He was waiting since the day he was conceived for that passport. And it wasn't until 18 they were like, all right, we're going to circumcise you, and then we're going to give you a passport.
In that order.
In that order, exactly.
We don't want your picture to look weird.
Yeah.
Hey, this isn't you.
More than one head? Dick. What the hell? Is it matured enough? I don't think so.
Additionally, the COVID-19 vaccinations will be required for workers in healthcare facilities and retirement homes beginning in September. Some citizens have criticized the new health rules as the toughest, among the toughest in the European Union, arguing they're taking away the right to choose whether or not you get vaccinated. I think that'd be a fair assessment.
Yeah.
I think in the Northwest.
He's been mugged 4 times. Hold on, I got it.
Wow.
Hold on. I've been mugged 4 times, all with guns.
Wow.
I'm sorry, Hector. That's
Nobody with
terrible.
a knife? They don't have the balls to actually
have
get up
knives.
in your business?
Well, I'm
They have
surprised.
machetes.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm surprised. Where are these guns coming from?
I would rather have a gun.
I would rather be shot than stabbed for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. A knife or a machete, yeah, you definitely want to be more convinced with a blade.
Well, more people die from knife wounds than they do from bullet wounds. At least that's what I heard.
I'm just saying they don't have the balls to actually get up in your business.
Because you're more likely to bleed out.
No, they do. These guys, they do. They'll kill you for no reason.
Okay.
Trust me. All of the videos I watch, 90% are from Venezuela or Brazil. Hands down.
All the murder videos.
Stabbing fools.
Just executing people. All of them. Just all of them executing people. Just
So-
like, hey, tell us how you lied to us.
ISIS ain't got shit.
No. ISIS is fucking hacks compared to I shouldn't say hack. Because of the machetes. But yeah, it's
Way to be sensitive, Steve.
It's
Yeah, really.
terrifying.
Jeez.
Yeah. Hector, we'll make a spare room for you. You should move up here.
Yeah, totally.
Hector, we love you, dude.
Yeah, I've been looking for a 21-year-old Venezuelan boy for some time now.
He's got a pool.
Who's circumcised?
That's right. Yeah,
he'll
exactly.
make sure that you've got a place to sleep. I mean, I can donate the cot.
Mm-hmm.
We'll take care of you, bro.
I hope you like jalapenos and peanut butter.
Maybe some bacon, because he's definitely all about that meat.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Throw a couple strips on your nips.
Maybe even across your belly button. Have you seen Hot Shots?
Exactly. Come to think of it, I've never landed a goddamn plane in my life.
I don't know what that reference is, but it sounds pretty funny.
It's Lloyd Bridges from Hot Shots.
I've never seen it.
You've never seen Hot Shots?
No.
With good old-fashioned fucking Charlie Sheen? Oh, my God. It's classic.
It's this guy, only about 20 years older.
It's like I picked the wrong week to quit amphetamines.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come to think of it, I've never landed a goddamn plane in my life. He's like the admiral. He's the top like Navy Air Force guy. It's Hot Shots. It's a ripoff of Top Gun.
He ends up becoming the president.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Was that part 2?
In Hot Shots Part 2,
okay,
he is the president.
Yeah, you've got to have story progression.
Hector says he'll clean the studio for us.
Heck yeah.
He fights.
You're hired.
He fights Saddam Hussein.
Well, and we'll obviously have you on the show talking about your muggings and things. We'll just have to send you out at night to get into ruckuses.
I bet he has an accent.
Good stories.
There is a graveyard nearby.
Yeah, he's like, Hector'd be like,
it rotates.
Oh, hi, guys. I'm just, I'm from South America. I'm like, I can't understand you, Mr. Foreign guy.
Okay, that was a terrible Venezuelan accent.
Well, I know, but it's very, very slight. That's what I'm saying. Oh, hi, guys. I'm from South America.
Hello?
What are you, speaking English?
English motherfucker, do you speak
do you
it?
speak it? Yeah.
What?
Say what again? So, sorry, Hector.
You need to update your buttons, bro.
I know. I think all I've got is...
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
That's close.
And I won't say anything else.
Yeah. Yeah, Dan.
I know you're carrying.
What's that?
Got that belly button nip.
Damn it.
Well, I'm all broken up about that man's rights.
It's one of my favorite ones. God, I need to work that in. So, Anyways, there was this big
hell, and I ain't gonna take it anymore.
There was these Bastille Day, celebrations or protests or whatever.
Wasn't it really a celebration though?
Yeah, because the Bastille was a I believe it was like a prison or a castle.
I do
something.
believe that the Bastille was a castle that was turned into a prison.
And maybe I think they might have defended it or something, like it was a fortress or some crap like that. I don't know if anybody's up on their Parisian history, but if they are, please feel free to
chime in.
So, Roma, if you want to go to the next tab there, we're gonna show a little video. You can make it larger if you like. Maybe when you play it, you can. Oh, refresh it. Yeah, probably just timed out or something.
That looks like fun.
Yeah.
This is
look
in
at all
France?
those cops. Yeah, Paris.
That's
Those are all
unbelievable.
cops.
Did you see the laser show?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Just threw
I like
that.
how there's the guy jumping out from the thing to just jab at cops with like a stick.
And this is over COVID? A lot of
A
things.
lot of things, I'm sure, yeah.
That was like the turning point. That was...
Laser show and smoke machines.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, quiet riot. Come on, feel the noise. Girls, rock your boys.
Amazing.
Oh, yeah, thanks, guys. Yeah, real appropriate time.
And none of them have guns, though, right?
They do, yeah.
The cops do.
Yeah. There's a lot of anti-riot stuff there. Same thing in a lot of these interesting places. They have like these decked out like riot mobiles. In Ireland, I saw something that was really interesting because of probably the IRA and the, obviously there's been
IRA,
some,
but I have money in that.
yeah.
Mm.
And NWA,
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
IRS.
Wow.
cop
No,
killers.
I don't do nothing with that.
Yeah,
They're
I don't-
terrible at basketball.
Yeah. So they just seem like they're prepared. Germany, oh my God, Germany, you'll just see them like they'll just be like a, hipster
Waving a
feminist
sign?
bitch waving a sign. And there's just this giant, like, it looks like a semi truck, like one of those like flat faced ones.
Yeah.
Just running them over.
No, it's just sitting
Oh.
there. And then suddenly just like a water cannon just with like a solid just blasts her and smashes her into a car or
Honestly,
whatever.
I think we should be doing that kind of shit here.
Oh yeah.
Super Soaker got
No, it's
nothing on
great.
them.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a super soaker, only times 1,000, and then they just aim it at a girl, and they don't even like shoot a warning spray anywhere
It's
around
just
her.
you're done.
Just
not
right
even,
into
like,
her.
And
center of her
and
ass.
let me
Facial?
preface it with I think they should be doing that for people burning down buildings
Yeah.
for inappropriate things. Now, if
Mhm.
people are peacefully protesting for like, COVID rules or whatever it is that
Yeah.
they're protesting for, that's totally different. But yeah, if you're smashing cars, burning down buildings, shooting people, pulling them out of their vehicles, absolutely we should be spraying them with water.
Yeah, but Roma,
Well, I'm all broken up about that man's rights.
see how I did that?
Yeah.
So South Africa. Now, I don't know if you guys know the history of South Africa. It's been a bit tumultuous.
I know at one point owned by the Queen, and then
Yes.
eventually they said, "Give it back," and she was like, "What?"
Mhm.
And they were like, "Give it back," and she was
Spit it out.
like, "Oh, all right, here you go, fucking give
Yeah.
you back your goddamn country."
So basically-
Fucking hell.
Basically, the South African accent, I think
Doesn't it have to do with pigeon?
It's British, isn't it?
it's a British accent with a hint of racism. Yes.
Always
So-
like a British accent with a little bit of rice, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, so it's sort of like that. It's sort of between kind of
You know what's
British and Australian and
what's a great movie that like a perfect director who showcases nothing really better than South Africa is Neil Blomkamp.
Blumkin?
Yes, Blomkamp.
Neil Blumkin.
Yep. Neil Blomkamp. He did Chappie. He did District 9. He did Elysium. All movies about oppression.
Invictus?
I don't know so much about that.
I think that was the one where
Matt Damon is it a dream inside of a dream?
No, that was Requiem for a Dream.
That
was
Insidious.
Inception.
No, that's Inception, and that's
Invictus was actually
Christopher Nolan.
Was South Africa.
Really?
Yeah, it was South Africa. It was Morgan Freeman, I believe, and Matt Damon. He played like a soccer star.
Okay.
Mom. Oh,
soccer mom. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, football mom.
Football.
Yes, my bad.
Football. No, but Neil Blomkamp, he I'm probably saying that incorrectly, and he's gonna bash me over the face. But he
escalated quickly.
He shows a lot of South Africa and like different dystopian societies. Like one of them, like District 9, is about an alien race who has crash landed on Earth
in Detroit.
Yes, Detroit, South Africa.
Oh, okay.
And they've been given a portion of the country to essentially set up as refugees. And
Fuji's ooh la la la. That's the way that we rock when we're doing our thing.
Killing me softly.
They're stranded on our planet, and they're living in South Africa. And then one of these reporters.
Wait a minute, Dan. Are you going to overly explain this plot?
He ended up becoming one of the bugs, and he's done.
Okay.
Then they do another movie where it's about South Africa and how they make robot police that are actually robot police and criminals.
Like some sort of robot cop. And when this robot cop...
They end up making him a gangster, and his name is Chappie. Oh. And it's fantastic.
All right.
I like that. Chappie.
And so when you say it's so he obviously has strong feelings about the nature of South Africa.
And dystopian society, yes.
Yeah, okay. And so probably his view or his I guess artistry was influenced probably by the chaos around him.
Absolutely.
And he probably chooses to kind of do what you know,
Yes.
Stick with what you know.
And he's fantastic with it.
Robots and refugees and all sorts of stuff. But so South Africa had the apartheid, which is basically, I think, where the government was run by white people, and then like the black people were just like living kind of separate lives. It was just like a segregated society, segregated country.
I thought that was a new theme park down there.
Apartheid?
Does it have a wave pool?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a
lazy river.
Good surfing.
Yeah. It's a wave of inclusivity.
I'm sad now.
which you'll see soon. So Nelson Mandela was one of the original people that was he's famous in the movie Mandela, I believe,
Effect,
and from the Mandela Effect. But
which time was he killed though?
He dropped dead more recently, and then his wife did. Ironically, she was like 90-something. Ironically,
weird.
So he fought for like civil rights or whatever, in to end the apartheid. Ended up going to prison, got out of prison, became the president in like the 90s in South Africa, and so that was like the progressive like end of apartheid, and everybody's like, yay!
But I thought he died in prison.
So do a lot of people.
That'd be the Mandela Effect. I'm sure you recall from our episode about the Mandela Effect back when
Fruit of the Loom was in a corner.
We didn't have an episode on the Mandela Effect.
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
No, we didn't.
Yes, you did.
I don't remember that.
That's okay.
Mandela Effect.
Wasn't a thing.
Berenstein Bears.
Yep. Berenstein.
It's Berenstein. I'm sorry.
Berenstein.
Berenstein Bears.
So now things are not going great.
Okay.
In South Africa. So
more so?
the first video, Roma, I think is, let me just get you this little bit of information. So South African riots, at least 117 killed, over 2,000 arrested amid worst violence in decades.
Wow.
And
wait, did you say worst violence? Because that sounds like people are beating each other with sausages.
So riots across South Africa, despite efforts of heavily outnumbered authorities to quell violent unrest, sparked by the imprisonment of former president Jacob Zuma. So
Zuma, not Zima?
Yeah, Jacob Zuma. He has Zuma classes. Yeah, it's like this merengue dance thing.
I was going to try and sign up for that.
He's the president of Sexy Fitness. So old Jake has a following, and he was put into prison, I think, for 2 years or something like that.
Well, what's his channel? Because I'd subscribe.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's getting some press, so yeah, I'm sure he's gotten a plug out there. So, over 2,000 people have been arrested. All I've seen is I've seen a ton of just armed people just driving around shooting people, shooting them or pepper balling them, but they sound like gunshots. So I don't know if they're firing into the air and pepper balling in the face, but it's some rough stuff. Just check out this video. It's why I led with the Paris one.
Cars shot out left here. Millions of rands worth of stuff littering everywhere. Massive warehouse on fire. Petrol station looted.
Unbelievable.
Appliances and millions of rands worth of stuff all over. Trucks, forklifts, all over the road. And here's some shots in the background.
You can't even tell it's a civilized
millions
place.
Millions of rands worth of stuff.
Except for the stoplights.
Trucks abandoned everywhere. Trucks burnt out on the road.
What's the truck?
This is Queen Nandi Drive, Oaks, or the petrol station.
God, could you imagine living through that?
Yeah, a baby carriage right there.
It's called a stroller.
Stroller. There's another video, Roma. So this is just, I just wanted to describe or show you this to just give you an idea of what's going on.
The next one?
The next one is just, it's going to play in the background. You could kind of turn it down as,
okay.
I mean, not all the way, but
yeah.
It gets a bit repetitive and you'll see why.
This out, guys.
So she's driving. These are people with their shopping carts on the left-hand side, outside of a store.
It would be something else if it wasn't so freaking dangerous right now. People standing in the road, trying to do shopping. Yet they could be attacked. People could come in and attack them. But this is what hunger does. This is what people do when they need to eat.
Just so you know, it's a continuously unbroken line. She has been driving for half a mile now.
It's impossible.
You know, I think socialism is a good thing, though.
These people here.
Red lines.
When they're going to get into the shop.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. Now she's hitting about 20, 25 miles an hour, still driving. Still people just standing. How many carts does this place have?
Right?
Like this. For food. For nappies. For baby formula. These people just need food.
Oh, sweet. They saved me a spot.
We can't even get bread. I've just been in the shop. They don't have bread.
She's on the wrong side of the road.
Flour. Look at this. Look.
She's talking all weird. She's probably drunk.
Yeah.
Look.
So it's still continuously unbroken.
Look at this.
She's entering the next county.
I don't know if her registration's up to date.
How is she getting gas?
Oh my God.
And this is where? South Africa?
South Africa.
No.
Probably Johannesburg.
I didn't know this. Oh.
Here's the thing, folks. This could come to here.
Yeah. anywhere.
It's taking my breath away.
And this is a place, obviously that has a lot of problems.
Yeah, have you seen gas prices? I just heard the other day they were talking about how much it's gone up in the last month or so.
Over 20 cents.
I was going to say, it's almost $4 a gallon.
Yeah.
Again, we haven't seen that since good old W.
Yeah.
I mean, even throughout Trump's administration, it never really reached more than, what, 360?
Oh,
maybe 370?
No, I don't know if it even got up to 3, did it?
It did. It did.
I think it progressed down. I don't know how many spikes it had, but I mean, it was
it
like
was
$2.
always it was two something.
Not as many.
No.
I think at one point.
Well, because they were allowing all the XL pipeline and what was that? The one across that the Native Americans were all really upset about.
North Dakota, South Dakota.
Yeah.
Like one of, if not both of the Dakotas.
Yep.
People were like, no.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, we like driving.
Well, I mean,
the professional protesters were upset.
Well, and they got, Biden comes into office and day one, he shuts down our pipeline. So that way, and that's communism right there. That's when you're taking over, the goods of the people, the production.
Controls.
The production and the distribution of goods. Sorry, folks, that's called communism.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
When you make decisions for the rest of the people.
And you get to control their behavior and control really control the entire economy, everything.
Mm-hmm.
You get to say whether people go on vacation because you can make it unaffordable.
Mm-hmm.
When the national health care is your obligation, you tell people, sorry, you're not allowed to go anywhere because we don't want to overburden our healthcare system.
Right.
And then you put sick people into nursing homes, kill all the old people, and leave the hospital ships completely empty to make a point.
You tell them, you're like, oh, you only have skin cancer? Well, we're not going to treat you because people have colon cancer.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and I don't eat enough fiber, so I'm happy with that. And I never go outside. Perfect.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. But yeah, that's scary. That's super scary because that could happen anywhere, and that could happen here.
And they get very violent in these.
You would have to
areas.
because you're starving.
It's a carjacking capital of the world, I believe, Johannesburg, South Africa.
So I take it
she's
after
just asking
this,
for
she
it.
just got carjacked.
Do you see the way she was dressed?
I've got meats and breads, and a full tank of gas.
I was able to get nappies. I don't know what all their problem is.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, shit. They took me car.
And, God bless her for actually showing us this.
Yeah.
She's driving around crying. By the end, she was crying.
Yeah.
Because she felt so bad for these people that they have to stand there. There's no way these people are getting in within even 24 hours.
Well, there's not going to be food left.
They're camping out like it's old school Def Leppard tickets. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Days.
Well, I mean, I guess they're wearing coats and stuff, but they didn't bring chairs. They didn't bring,
They have shopping carts.
That's true. It's sort of like a chair and a toilet.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I was thinking, probably pooping in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do?
Oh, you've got to. I mean, what would you do? It's not like there's porta potties or public restrooms.
Yeah. The world is your oyster and your porta potty.
It's a reality, people. It's a reality. Even if it's not a reality currently where you're living, it is a reality elsewhere.
Well, and
be aware. Be aware. Question everything.
And what do they say is, we're all just like 72 hours away from chaos because when food runs out, how many of us, okay, my cilantro is a little old.
Mm-hmm.
Where would I get fresh cilantro?
That's true.
For my chicken marinade?
Yep.
Steve, you don't eat chicken.
I do, actually. I've had to start. My cholesterol was high. I know.
You don't eat bird.
I make butter chicken.
You don't eat
butter
bird.
chicken.
Mm-hmm.
I was just listening to episodes. You don't eat bird.
I try not to, no. I don't prefer it at all. Trust me, I don't do it.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to point the finger.
Yeah, it's okay.
But I'm going to call you out. You don't eat bird.
It's fine. It's I deserve that. I'm questioning myself.
You already told me you're starting to eat black beans.
I was making chicken and black bean burritos,
Oh
actually.
my God.
Yeah.
Who are you and what have you done with Steve?
I know. Sorry, guys.
We'll stay.
I'm sorry.
We'll stay for the show.
Please don't leave, everyone.
For the show, we'll stay.
Don't leave. No,
Please tell me about this dish.
Yeah, so I made some delicious cilantro, lime, honey chicken.
Honey?
Yes, it's amazing. So basically do about a cup of honey and then a bunch of cilantro, all processed.
Now being on keto, is honey acceptable because of natural sugar?
Yeah, he's not on keto.
I haven't been doing keto as much. Like
Whoa.
because like you can't get a good tortilla or pizza or bread or pasta
or carbohydrates.
You did tell us how you were sad last week. So.
Yeah. So I've been skipping the keto thing as much.
Still look great.
Well, thanks. Yeah, I mean I've been eating more. So bulking up. So a lot of lime juice. And so but I don't know what the equivalent of what lime juice is, but you want it to be a little sour because obviously it's going to be super sweet with all that honey.
Yeah, you got to have it tart.
And so then I cut up the chicken into kind of like tender sizes and then grill it. And you want a nice char on it, so use a real hot grill. And I'll actually save some of the marinade before it goes on the chicken, ideally, and put it into a squeeze bottle with a little extra honey in it to add on to like the top.
That's smart.
Yeah, to top it like the salads or in the burrito. And then I'll actually, you know how I love True Lime?
So do I.
No.
They have a
So it's packets of crystallized. They do lime, they do lemon, they do grapefruit.
I remember you guys telling me about that.
Awesome.
Yes. I think it was a Stalin for Romerica. I think we did.
Yes.
Sponsored by.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
You did talk about that.
Well, they actually have flavorings now that are sodium free.
Oh, really?
Really?
And so I got one that's cilantro garlic lime.
Damn, Gina.
And it is pretty damn good. So like I would sprinkle that on the beans because I made cilantro and lime rice.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you're gonna do beans other than pinto, Steve, you better be doctoring those up pretty good.
I do, and I think it's just because I don't know, just looking for a change. You know, I get into things and I'm focused on that one thing for a while, and I realized that
is this what is it? Variety is the spice of life.
Yeah, and that's it. Is I just get kind of bored with what I'm doing. I started making bagel quesadillas.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Come again for Big Fudge?
So you take a tortilla and I just heat it up on the pan by itself without the cream cheese on it, and then I do cream cheese, and then I got everything bagel seasoning. Which is pretty awesome if you haven't tried it, but it's just everything that's great on an everything bagel, and then I'll just put bologna in it, and then I'll just
sounds healthy.
Yeah,
that is the most American shit ever.
It's awesome. It's pretty good.
Are you getting Oscar Mayer or are you going bar S?
Bar S. Because
bar S.
Oscar Mayer just doesn't have any flavor. Neither does bar S. But usually I'm a Wunderbar man.
Oh, Wunderbar.
Yeah,
the cheap stuff.
You did mention
the $2.99 one, not the beef one.
Not the beef.
Beef one's dog shit. I want the
I was gonna say bar S is $1.
Yeah. That's
98
true.
cents.
It's really just like styrofoam peanuts. Like you just want to fill the rest of the box. That's kind of
That's
what it
why
is.
you coat the bread with mayo. Mayo.
Yep,
Oh,
Miracle Whip. Just kidding.
And then you put some French's on there. You gotta put the French's yellow redneck mustard. You gotta throw that on there.
I do either or though.
Do you ever eat liverwurst?
Yes.
I love liverwurst.
Last time I had it, I was not as big of a fan.
You kind of got I like it pan fried with mustard.
Okay.
But see, I remember eating it cold, and I think it was cold.
So is it supposed to be like a different kind of bologna? Because I know bologna is just a whole bunch of shit.
It's a whole bunch of shit and liver.
Yeah, because like back east, there's a lot of There's pork roll, there's scrapple, there's like all these things that are made of questionable origins.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of like organ meat and whatever. So basically,
it's supposed to be the good stuff.
I mean, and it kind of is as far as flavor goes.
Yeah. As
far
long as
like,
you peel the red ring off of the edge, you'll be good.
Well, that's what it's like with filet mignon. And you can't convince me that filet mignon is a superior steak because it doesn't taste good. It tastes like, like mild beef.
But every time somebody mentions filet mignon, you can't help it. You're just like, oh, filet mignon.
Well, everybody thinks that, and I don't know why. It's like the greatest marketing campaign, and I think it's very tender.
I'm a top sirloin kind of guy, to be honest with you.
Ribeye all day long will always be a ribeye guy.
Ribeye weirds me out. I think it's because of the fat.
There's a lot of fat.
Yeah, and see
the fat's where all the flavors at.
Where it's at.
I know. I'm a princess.
But you're a texture and all that kind of guy, right?
18 years of working in the food industry. I look at ribeye and I'm like, oh, that's such a fucking waste.
Yeah, it's like me being a gynecologist.
Yeah, it's such a fucking waste.
What,
I thought I had liverwurst yesterday.
Yeah, what is this, liverwurst? I'm a goddamn doctor. Get that off my table, lady. That's not butcher paper.
You put a little pickle down there and roll it.
Where's the keto bread?
Try to mush it between. Yeah. Is that an olive with a toothpick? Sorry, ma'am. Yep, you can go ahead and get dressed.
11 o'clock, please.
Steve S. says there's regular bologna and then there's beef bologna.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I will agree with that.
I'm a regular bologna guy.
Bar S or Oscar Mayer doesn't matter. There's a big difference between beef bologna and there's a big difference between
beef
regular bologna.
Beef bologna is kind of it seems like a little more gamey or something. I don't know what it is, but I just don't prefer it. It's not like what I grew up eating.
I don't.
Is this a sandwich tangent?
No, I don't believe so, Roma.
No,
I don't believe we mentioned
it's a
any
sandwich
sandwiches.
meat.
Yeah.
I don't know if that counts.
Rant, but no, it
Roma,
is
we
not.
were talking about
necessarily.
vagina sandwiches, so if that counts, then yes.
Put two pieces of bread.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a little sexist, but whatever.
Yeah.
You do what you can. You do what you can, and then you can't. But as long as it's got the red peel, and it's not just straight one type of meat.
Yeah, you're good.
The bologna is better.
Do you guys want to see my favorite tour guide ever?
As long as it doesn't have to do with Miracle Whip, we're good.
Or breastfeeding men.
Even through a belly button.
She goes through a lot. She covers a lot of ground. This is a long tour.
Okay.
So this is a lady in San Francisco, the woke capital of the place.
Is this it?
No.
Oh.
Keep going.
I'm still waiting on that one. Not this one.
Oh, maybe go back to the one note then. And then it should be SF Chinatown. The next one down.
I see it.
Yep. There you go.
Do they have good orange chicken?
She doesn't seem to like Chinatown.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so she is
fantastic.
Obviously someone that moved to Chinatown to become a tour guide in San Francisco. So you'd think she's probably progressive.
Yeah, you'd think
right?
so. Yeah. So let's find out.
We'll just listen to her I guess stance on what she's learned in her time living in Chinatown.
Take us on your tour.
Yeah. She's a black woman, by the way. So a city site suing.
People walking down the street every day. I can't even get home at night. Fuck your preschools and your little preschoolers making all that noise at 6 in the morning when I was trying to live here. Fuck your salons. Fuck your little herb gardens. Fuck your little seafood.
She's got a bottle of booze in her
markets
hand.
with your turtles and your frogs inside. Okay. When you come to America, you gotta assimilate a little bit. And here in America, we don't eat turtles and frogs, okay? But they gotta bring that here to America, okay? There's a limit, okay? You gotta assimilate a little bit, Chinatown. Fuck your laundry hanging out the windows. Fuck your 3 or 4 people inside each one of your little.
So, all right, just let me. I'm gonna paint the picture for anybody just listening in audio. So it's a woman in one of those double-decker buses with the open top. She is on a microphone. She's holding a bottle of booze. And I think in the very beginning, it says something about it being her last day at work.
That's amazing.
Being a tour guide, yes.
Okay,
so this is
I
not
thought this
her
was
act.
day one.
No, this is not her
Is she
usual
holding
spiel.
SenSoc alcohol?
You know, it could be. It could be some delicious, sensible sociopath whiskey.
Let's keep watching.
Yeah, and
I'd take her to her.
Just listen to the crowd and stuff too, because these are all I guess these are all tourists.
Yeah, likely.
Yeah, but you know, San Francisco's a pretty liberal place, so you know,
she can go
keep
with
it in mind.
SROs, okay? Fuck your noise. Fuck your parades. Fuck your dragons. Fuck this shit. Fuck Chinatown, okay? Fuck them.
Now over here we have
a smattering of applause.
Okay, but I want you guys to know I'm horsetail and
I'm not racist.
ginseng. Fuck your little hair salons where nobody in there knows how to fucking speak English. Fuck this bullshit. Fuck your Chinatown gates. Fuck your little BART stop that you're building here, which is fucking up traffic for the entire neighborhood, okay? Fuck your Chinatown gates. Fuck your jade. Nobody wears jade anymore. Fuck your knockoff ass purses and your knockoff ass fucking suitcases and your t-shirts. Fuck you, Chinatown.
That's amazing.
And your trinkets,
Not only, okay,
and your
we have a Chinatown
shoes, your
in my
flip-flops,
hometown of Los
and your
Angeles
chopsticks,
that
and your
is way cleaner, way better restaurants, not as many people. This is a horrible place to live. If you are considering moving to San Francisco,
go back.
although this is the cheapest neighborhood, many people. This is a horrible place to live. If you are considering moving to San Francisco, although this is the cheapest neighborhood, do not live here. I have learned my lesson. These people wake you up at 6 in the morning. They make all this goddamn noise all the time. Okay, there's too many of them out here. Okay, you can't see it now, but during the day, just to walk down these streets is like shoulder to shoulder traffic. It is ridiculous. Okay? Fuck Chinatown.
You know what? I would take that tour twice.
Yeah. I think, I mean, she could start her own bus now. She could rent a bus.
Yeah.
I thought she owned the bus.
Yeah. Well, she should.
She should.
Got the right attitude.
Yeah.
That was the best, most honest tour guide I have ever heard. And
she's not racist.
I would take that multiple times a day.
I mean, I like her enthusiasm.
Mm-hmm.
Honesty. Whether it's her last day of work or not, that's an honest review.
Yeah.
Hector says, damn, Chinatown getting roasted and toasted. Kat says she's such a mood.
Yeah. Fuck your soy sauce. Fuck your narrow ass shoes.
Fuck your dragons.
Yeah.
Fuck your jade. Nobody wears jade anymore.
Fuck your be like water, my son. Fuck your Mr. Miyagi. Fuck your Karate Kid reboot.
Yeah, fuck your wax on, wax off.
Fuck your Mazda Miatas.
I'm proud of that woman.
Yeah.
That woman is 100% American.
Yeah.
Yep.
She deserves that.
Yeah.
Every
Fuck
last
your
bit.
Mitsubishi air conditioners. Fuck your Daewoo Lanos.
Hector says she would make a pretty good dominatrix.
That's true. She did apologize for not being racist, though.
Are you
they cut her
looking
off
for a
right there.
dominatrix, Hector?
I mean...
Yeah, he is a svelte,
if you are,
young Venezuelan boy.
By all means.
Hector, are you a twink or more of an otter? Because I feel like you're one or the other.
I don't even know what those are.
I don't know what an otter is, but I definitely am.
Okay, well,
know
in
what
the
a
gay
twink
community, a twink would be a very smooth young boy, slight of frame.
They would call them bears. They used to call them bears, didn't they?
No, bears are the
hairy,
larger,
big
they're
ones.
the opposite of a twink.
But is that what you think an otter is?
No, Roma, geez. An otter would be basically a combination of a twink and a bear.
Ah.
So they're
a
like
regular
hairier, maybe a little bit pudgy, but more the youthful. They're, smooth like an otter, but like a little hairier.
Greasy.
They're just not Twinkie. Twinkies are very,
yeah. Probably more feminine, more.
Sort of, yeah. Known to be.
And then you've got the otters that are probably like the hipsters with a beard.
I would say that's probably more, that's probably.
And then you got the bears that are kind of more like the biker mode.
Do you think they got the foreskin
leather
with the little
daddies?
top, with the little beanie on top?
What's that?
Do you think they got the foreskin with a little beanie on top? And
that
a beard?
Would be funny. Or like a man bun. They
definitely got the man bun.
Their foreskin up into a man bun.
Sarah says now she wants dim sum.
Fuck you and your dim sum.
She'd probably know where to get the best dim sum, sweetheart.
Fuck you and your nigiri and your sashimi.
I think that's Japanese.
I know. Yeah, same thing. Actually, what's funny is I was thinking that whole time when I was making the Chinese references, I was thinking, this is funny because she's not talking about China. She was literally talking about Chinatown.
Yeah.
Oops. And Daewoo's Korean.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mitsubishi is Japanese.
Mm-hmm. Which is nice. But she's I really like just how she goes off, gets drunk, and even if you wanted to just say something, to spend the whole tour, I mean, that was like a solid 3 minutes of just
fuck Chinatown,
complaining in open air over a PA system.
See, I don't know whether or not it was complaining so much as just giving an honest review of her opinion of the whole area.
I'd give this place 0 stars if I could.
Yeah. Well, she was saying like it's a cheap place to live, but don't do it because obviously she moved there.
Yeah, she said she learned her lesson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's great because it's like
Yelp would be
you learn
happy.
to hate other people for their culture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You also learn that liberal cities are shitholes.
Mm-hmm.
But the funny thing is she would have paid twice as much to have homeless guys accosting her in another area.
Part of San Francisco.
Yeah, she didn't even mention any homeless people.
No.
She was saying they're all packed into homes,
They all have a place to live, hanging their laundry outside the window.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah says, so an otter's like a young hipster lumberjack?
Yeah. Lumberjack, that's a good, I wonder if that's a subcategory, like if they have rough hands.
No, I don't think they have rough hands. I think they wear the boots, the lace-up boots, and they have the beard, but like they also have the cuffed jeans, with the suspenders.
So lesbians in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
The cuff jeans with the suspenders, but they're tight,
Yeah.
But it's like cuffed high enough that you could see the boot.
Yeah.
The boot?
And they're colored fucking socks that aren't SenSocs.
I mean, if they did, I would support everybody.
Well, yeah. I mean, if they're supporting the show, by all means, you got to support it.
Yeah. If you support us, we'll support you in getting married to trees or whatever it is you do.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, squirrels got to fuck somebody.
Yeah. Just keep other people's steamas out of your mouth.
I mean, come on.
We're at the end of the show.
Are we?
Yep.
Consarn it, guys.
We went off on a lot of tangents.
Daggabbit, cum flabbit.
Do you want to see the underground volcano or the sea volcano?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it's on the go to the OneNote again, Roma.
Okay.
It should be the one labeled volcano, I believe.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Undersea volcano.
Under the sea.
Okay, that's not it.
Oh shit! Put undersea volcano in that. Yeah, there you go.
That's the undersea volcano? Are we talking about Atlantis here? What are we
Undersea
doing?
Volcano. VOLCANO.
Like Sal Volcano.
Correct.
From
are you sure you weren't the winner
this
of
one
the
right
spelling bee?
Mm-hmm.
In North Korea?
I mean, they wish. They need some energy. Can't even turn the lights on.
All right, hold on.
So same thing in Cuba. They're shutting down the lights, shutting down the internet.
Yikes.
Yeah. So this is what a volcano looks like under the sea. No, it's
wow.
You're spraying water on water?
I think. I don't know if it's a fake.
I mean, it looks pretty real.
It looks pretty legit. but I don't know that that's what a undersea.
Oh shit! Is that an oil tanker?
And there's an oil rig right next to it.
Well, that's what they were saying, is that it might have been drilled by accident.
And then somehow caught fire.
And Cthulhu and Godzilla are going to come out of it.
No, for sure. For reals.
Yeah.
For realsies.
I mean, like, that would be some delicious crab.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Some Old Bay spice.
Boiled. Yeah, exactly. I'd be dumping. Yeah.
That's legit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You'd be thinking it'd be making an island. I'd be getting that oil rig out of there. That's what I'd be doing.
You wouldn't need any, like, swim trunks.
Yeah.
It's like a giant jacuzzi.
That's true.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, just, don't even check the temp. Just
jump right in.
Actually, it's probably fine.
Yeah,
I would think.
It's totally fine.
I mean, it's just steam. When steam ever burned anybody?
I don't know. Being a cook,
yeah.
I got no idea.
Now the air is water and the water is air. Yeah. Stupid idiots. So,
Steve, where'd you find your mug?
Well, I scoured the internet looking, hunting for my Charlie Cat mug.
Did you land somewhere specific?
Funny you should ask. If you go to thesensiblesociopathpodcast.com /shop.
Sorry, I thought you said it was funny.
Mm-hmm. There you can find all sorts of haberdashery, such as the SenSoc Charlie Cat mug, your SenSocs with a K, and our Alpha t-shirt for girls, which is just like a guy's t-shirt. And then we have a Bravo for ladies and boys. And then we have our hoodie.
Oh, that one looked familiar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's one Dan sports.
I've got to get a red one.
Mm-hmm.
I was wearing it the other day. It is super comfortable, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, it's a poly cotton blend if you get the...
Germans.
Yes, for Germans. It's a poly cotton blend if you get the what are those called? Raglan?
No, Heather?
Heather, yes.
That one's
love
my
the
favorite.
Heather.
I do too.
But they are, ladies and gentlemen, they are super comfortable.
And they're super long cut too, which is awesome.
Because I has a long torso.
Yeah, and I like to pull my pants down without breaking the law, technically.
You like to be a shirt cocker. I
That's
expect
right.
that.
Mm-hmm.
I expect that.
I just, push it up.
Just tuck it.
Mm-hmm. That way it looks like a tent with two
Just... Hey, what's going on, Dan? I'm about to do that. You remember that show from last week?
Hey.
We're going to give it a shot this week.
Dan, do you know the difference between butt sex and camping? Want to go camping?
56. 56, my friend. 56.
So Patreon. So check us out on Patreon. Go to the patreon.com /Sensible Sociopath Podcast. We're gearing up to what I did was we're going to be making little kind of like we make comments on these clips, but I got a green screen, and so we're gonna be like making jokes and being in front of the green screen to like superimpose it over the videos, and I think it'll be a very funny element, and it'll be able to we'll be able to put stuff up that isn't okay for YouTube. We're always kind of pressing the line on what you can put on YouTube,
and eventually we'll have our infomercial, Steve.
That's a great idea, yeah.
Because you brought it up last time.
Yes, our
and
OxyClean.
We should totally do an infomercial, you and I.
Yes, very good stuff.
With Roma's hands.
Yeah. Check us out on Instagram at the Sensible Sociopath Podcast. You can check us out on all 10 major podcasting platforms, and subscribe to us here on YouTube, BitChute, and Rumble. And
very good.
That's about it. See you next week, ladies and gents.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Best podcast in the world.
Oh,
The
echoey.
world would not be the same.
I like it.
No wonder my anxiety's so high.
Few people laughed. Few people cried.
Oh, what's in the box?
Most people were silent.
And that was it.
Now I am become death,
Sounds like a bad time.
the destroyer of worlds.
Yeah, so this doesn't seem like a great idea to me.
I suppose we all thought that. One way or another.
You didn't tell me any of that. That's crazy.
Well, Rama, when you're a hero, you don't tell everyone until you're on your podcast.
I'm about to hear some shit.
We all need to laugh.
I think just sitting down and, listening to...
The sensible sociopath. This is the shit you're supposed to be watching.
Gen X is gonna love it. Millennials are gonna be like, I'm offended.
You have offended me.
Also, my dog has a giant dick.
Oh my god, that's enormous.
I love it.
It's still a racist dog whistle.
Where it kind of have like a rotating cast of characters.
We're talking baby seals, eagles, wolves.
I'm just glad we're not going to have to eat with racism anymore.
It's worse than the butthole.
We're technically considered propaganda.
It is very contagious.
I think we really need to talk about environmentalism.
Like, are they studying pine cones?
Make yourself a nice stingray omelet. That's Steve Irwin died, cholesterol.
It's fucking delicious.
His father had ended up killing his mother and committing suicide.
In that order?
That's diabolical. I like it.
They had an apple gun where you could shoot Bigfoot.
Has she always been retarded?
Hey, he could have had a head injury.
You don't know anything about tartar sauce.
He had picked up a 400-pound statue and was like walking around with it.
Was the statue racist?
I like to think so.
It's like how they invented bacon and avocado to make a turkey sandwich tolerable.
I have a fear of fire.
Like a werewolf? Daniel, you've been our greatest viewer. Well, Daniel and Sarah and Katrina.
Daniel!